Indeed, pigs are more conspicuously gross than most farm animals. They eat anything. They eat trash, they eat roadkill, they even eat human excrement. And they wallow around.
I mean, my damn dog eat human shit, man. Man, I done seen my dog eat his own shit multiple times. Seen it with my bare eyes. Well, no, I don't actually think I actually seen it, because if I seen it, I would have said, hey, man, stop doing that. Hey, man, cut that out, man. Hey, don't eat that, man. You just came out your ass, bro. We got two little shih tzu chihuahua mix. They about this big. They about 10 years old now. I want to say, yeah, they about 10 years old because we got them when I turned 15. Yeah, we got them when I turned 15. 25 now. So yeah, goddamn me, bro. My guy, we got two dogs, bro. The little one, Augie, bro. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, it ain't like they the same size, they the same age, but I think if you ask me, I think that Augie is the big brother and Digit is the little brother. But Digit is the dominant brother. He the one that's gonna run around and bark at you. He the one that's gonna he the fighter, but he can't really fight. He a shih tzu. He like this damn big. He like big. He about as big as my one of my cats. Like this one, this nigga right here, bruh, about the same size as one of my damn cats. Right, little ass dog. But that nigga think he like when he stand out, he poke his chest out. You can tell it like he confident, you know. And my other dog, Augie, that boy, he cool. He the little sweetheart, you know. He the lover, not a fighter, right? And Augie, he'll lick your face. He'll lick. Augie will lick you until you tell him to stop. Like you have to like say, hey, back up, dog. Like you gotta move away from the dog. But if you sit there and let him, if you put your face just right there, he gonna lick you. Well, he don't do it now cause he old, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's cause I ain't around no more. Like I don't live in my mama's house. But back when I used to live in my mama's house, boy, you put your face in that dog face and lick. He will lick you for like 10 minutes. I swear. I swear. And bruh, yeah. Anyway, the reason why you don't want to do that, let him lick you in your face for 10 minutes, or even like 1 minute, or even a second, is because Augie, if Digit in the house, because if you got dogs, you know they in the house. Augie will go eat that up if we don't find it in time. Augie will go eat that bro. Augie, I'll be like, Augie, what you got going on, gang? What you got going on? Augie will eat that bro. I don't really want to expose my nigga Augie like that, so I ain't gonna share his face or know another identity. Like I ain't gonna go first name, last name. I'm just gonna go first name. My nigga Augie be eating doodoo. Alright, y'all. We finally starting the video, and it took me like an hour, but I'm ready now. It's probably the candy. We're reacting to. I can't zoom in. Can't zoom in over here. This is what we're reacting to. Why billions of people won't eat pork. I wonder why. Pork good. It tastes good. It look good. You ever had bacon? Then you had pork. Let's see what they talking about.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Pork has got to be the most polarizing meat, possibly the most polarizing food. Pork is, by some reckoning, the most popular meat in the world, accounting for more than a third of global meat consumption. Yet at the same time, about
Man, you go to any Asian spot, bro. Pork. Pork. They love pork. Them Asians out there, bro. Man, they can do it big with them pork, man. Braised pork, man, they do it big with the pork, bro. That should be good as hell.
a third of humanity studiously avoids eating pigs. Now, I can't find any hard data on that last point, that's just a guess, but Islam, of course, strictly forbids eating pork. Hinduism is not wild about pork. It's safe to say that a very large share of humanity thinks that this very popular food is inherently unclean. And why?
Not your boy. Your boy with the pork. Pork chops, bacon, What else? I like pepperoni, boy, pizza, boy. That's all pork. Love pizza.
Nobody knows why. I mean, you might have a reason for your
It's like the whole piece of pork. That's crazy. Nah, I think about it. That's probably how I got this titty right here, right there, just from pizza, right there. That's that's probably that's probably Little Caesars right there, and then this one probably Domino's. This one right here, Domino's. But this one for sure Little Caesars. Pork. That's Little Caesars pork.
yourself why you
Pizza.
regard pork as unclean, but I'm here to tell you that anthropologists and archaeologists and theologians have all been arguing about the historical origins of the pork taboo for a really long time, and there is no clear scholarly consensus on the matter. Or rather, there is a consensus that we really aren't sure where the pork taboo comes from historically. We get very little help from the primary sources. Here in the Torah is where we first see pork taboo codified in Abrahamic religious law.
Hold on, let me read that again. You moving too fast.
In the Torah is where we first see pork taboo codified.
Whatever perisheth the hoof and is cloven-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, thou shalt ye eat. So that means don't eat that shit.
In Abrahamic religious law, Leviticus and Deuteronomy, both written down somewhere in the first millennium BCE. Ancient Jewish law.
Now hold up, bro. You. I'm a slow reader. I gotta read with his finger like the teacher.
First see pork taboo codified in Abrahamic religious law, Leviticus and Deuteronomy.
And the swine, because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud.
Says pork is bad because pigs have a cloven hoof, but don't chew their cud. And what does that even mean? Well, cloven hoof means a hoof divided into multiple toes. Here's a horse hoof. It's all one piece. It has no toes. Here's a deer hoof. It's got multiple toes. It is cloven. Cows, goats, and sheep all have cloven hoofs. And ancient Israelites had no problem with eating cows and sheep and goats. Why? Because in addition to having a cloven hoof, they also chew their cud. And what does that mean? Well, one of the biggest differences between you and me.
What the hell is a cud, bro? What is a cud? Like, before he explains, because I'm sure he's going to explain it, but, like, what is a cud? Let me use my context clues. Cud. Fingernails?
And goatee here is that goatee can digest grass and other foods comprised primarily of cellulose. Cellulose is this really big sugar that
So that's cud? Grass?
Makes up the main structural bulk of most plants. And we simply cannot digest it. It's just fiber. It passes right through us. But ruminants like goatee swallow.
Buddy like cud. This what he like to eat. He don't like regular food. He like cud. I see he a cud eater. He a cud head.
Grass whole. Bacteria in their guts start fermenting or breaking down the cellulose, and then comes the gross part. Goatee barfs up some of that fermented grass and then chews on it to break it down further before swallowing it again.
You a nasty motherfucker. That's a nasty ass animal, bro. That's a nasty animal, bro. What kind of animal, motherfucking birds? I guess birds do the same thing. That's some nasty shit. Kind of motherfucking animal, motherfucking eat the shit, throw it up, and then eat it again. Like, why? Like, just eat it one more time. Like, for what? It ain't good enough. I need to mix it. You know, he said, I'm gonna get it right in here. He do a little dance, you know, put his seasonings on there, you know, ferment it right, I guess, and then spit it out. I wonder if he fermented, is that alcohol now, technically? Can you get drunk off a goat throw up? That's the real question, since it's fermented.
That is what it means for an animal.
Why he just smiled? Did y'all just see that the nigga just smiled? Like, look at this goat. He happy. He happy off of that throw up. That throw up got that nigga right. And maybe it is. Maybe it is a little. That's probably right. That boy a chemist.
On it to break it down further before swallowing it again.
Look at that nigga happy. He drinking. That boy drinking that throw up. He getting drunk. That boy, that's a drunk goat. He a chemist. Some nigga gotta do biology and chemology and all of that nigga,
That
science.
is what it means for an animal to cheweth the cud. Pigs don't do that. Pig and human digestive systems are very similar. They basically eat what we eat. Leviticus and Deuteronomy
So why would I want to eat something that throws it up its food and eat it again? Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to eat that?
say pork is bad because pigs have a cloven hoof but don't chew their cud. This book says absolutely nothing about why that is bad, and this book is even less help. The Quran here just says that unless you're starving to death, the flesh of swine is forbidden, along with carrion and blood, but some people find a context clue there. Carrion is rotten meat, usually from an animal that died on its own instead of you slaughtering it. And carrion is particularly likely to harbor dangerous pathogens and toxins. Likewise, blood is particularly likely to harbor pathogens. That said, you can kill them through cooking them, just like you can with any freshly slaughtered animal product. People eat blood all the time, but a lot of people look at this.
That's crazy because I was just watching like some I was on Instagram reels. You know, I'm gonna bring back the real review because look, gang, look. I'm gonna break the real review because guess what? Your boy got I got an extra monitor, so I turned my old monitor into a vertical monitor, and so yeah, I'm bringing back the real review, y'all. I know nobody give a because ain't nobody watching, but I care, so that's all that matters. And I'm bringing it back, and yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the blood. Bro, I was on reels and the a Filipino reel came up and they talking about feeding blood or pork blood. Since we talking, that's crazy. We talking about pork and then blood come up and then I've been bringing pork blood on the reels. Um, this motherfucker was feeding his girl, his not his girl but his daughter, pork blood. And he called it chocolate rice. So the kid could like it. I'm gonna have to pull it up. I'll probably pull it up when we do my Instagram rear review. Tune in to the rear review. Cause I should do one tonight. Like I ain't been on reels in a minute. That'd be good for me. That's my therapy. Get to that scrolling. Get a few reels in. That's how I scroll.
This list and naturally assume that the prohibition against pork must have been some kind of ancient health and safety code. This is a theory that gained a lot of traction in the 19th century when scientists first made the link between the parasitic disease trichinosis and the roundworms often found in undercooked pork. Trichinosis was really pervasive in Europe and the Americas in the 19th century, and at that same historical moment, intellectuals in the West were really eager to reconcile religious teaching with their newfound scientific knowledge. And the new understanding of trichinosis imbued a kind of scientific logic into the Old Testament, and that was something that was very attractive to people at the time. But more recent scholarship casts a lot of doubt on the trichinosis theory. The American anthropologist Marvin Harris wrote a very influential book in the 1980s on meat taboos. My contention, he writes, is that
Boy, that candy hit so hard, bruh. That candy, this right here is drug. This right here is that is a substance. Boy, y'all don't know, boy, I love candy. That's how I lost this tooth right here. I love candy. I love candy.
there is absolutely nothing exceptional about pork as a source of human disease. All domestic animals are potentially hazardous to human health. That much, of course, is indisputably true, and may have been even more true in the ancient world, before we had vaccines for things like anthrax. Anthrax is a horrible bacterial infection that herd animals like cattle and sheep can pass to humans. There is no evidence at all that trichinosis was particularly pervasive in the ancient Middle East, and there's no evidence that ancient Middle Easterners even knew of its existence. In contrast, there is evidence that ancient people knew about anthrax. Anthrax may have been the fifth plague of Egypt discussed in the book of Exodus here, and Homer may have been talking about anthrax in the Iliad. There's nothing like that for trichinosis, and Harris argues there's a
Ain't
reason
that a
for
poison?
that. Meat
Ain't
parasites cause relatively mild illnesses.
Anthrax, that's a poison. How you getting killed by anthrax? Don't you? Maybe it's like some trace anthrax or something. I don't know. Let me continue with the video. Maybe let me learn.
Homer may have been talking about anthrax in the Iliad. There's nothing like that for trichinosis, and Harris argues there's a reason for that. Meat parasites cause relatively mild illnesses in people. Most cases are asymptomatic, and the more serious problems can take years to unfold.
Okay, let me read that for y'all. Unlike trichinosis, which does not produce symptoms in the majority of infected individuals and rarely has a fatal outcome, anthrax runs a swift course that begins with an outbreak of boils and ends in death. But where the fuck does anthrax comes from? Let's read the rest of this. The most dangerous disease transmitted by cattle, sheep, and goats is anthrax, and fairly common disease of both animals and humans. Okay. So anthrax is a disease. I thought that was like a poison or something. It's a disease? I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. So the most dangerous disease transmitted by cattle, sheep, and goats is anthrax. It's a disease right there. There you go. There you know. Now you know. Uh uh blah 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 blah. Until the introduction of Louis Pasteur's anthrax vaccine in 1881. So shout out to Brody. If the taboo of the pork was a divinely inspired health ordinance. It is the oldest recorded case of medical malpractice. So, if the taboo on pork was a divinely inspired, the way to safeguard against trichinosis was not to taboo pork, but to taboo undercooked pork. Of course, I mean anybody would think that. Well, I guess not back in that day. Like you eat that shit and you get killed, and you die. You know. But I mean, like, if you eat anything undercooked and you not like, I thought that was like that should be known though. Like, it, you gotta bring yourself back in them human days. Like, if I didn't know that, and nobody around me knew that, and nobody period knew that, and we just seeing niggas drop off every time they eat the damn pig, we gonna be like, stop eating the damn pig. Yeah, that's probably what people gonna say. They be like, man, stop eating that damn pig. But you gotta think about it. If that's all you got so many animals. You ain't got a lot of food. It ain't like you can go to Walmart or Aldi's or some. You know. A simple advisory against undercooking pork would be suffice. Flesh of swine thou shalt not eat until the pink has been cooked from it. Flesh of swine thou shalt now eat until it is fully cooked through, you dingus. And come to think of it, the same advisory should have been issued for cat. Oh, boy, I thought it said cat. Boy, I thought it said cat. Let me remove myself, y'all. Look, y'all. I thought that said cat, y'all. I'm like, yo. And come to think of it, the same advisory should have been issued for cattle, sheep, goats. But the charge of medical malpractice against Jaway will not stick. Okay, that I guess that you gotta read a book to know what they talking about for the rest of that. Blah 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 blah.
Cases are asymptomatic, and the more serious problems can take years to unfold. It's not like a poison that kills you within hours of ingesting it. It would have been really hard for ancient people to make any link between meat and the parasitic diseases that it can sometimes cause. And of course, there's no particular evidence that trichinosis was bad in the Middle East. There's no particular evidence that trichinosis was any worse than any other parasitic disease caused by any other meat. It's simply the case that trichinosis was bad in 19th century Europe and America when this theory was hatched. This is a simple case, Harris argues, of modern people projecting their own experiences onto the lives of ancient people. One of the earliest written specific arguments as to why pork is bad comes from the Middle Ages, from Maimonides. Maimonides was a philosopher who bridged the Jewish and Islamic worlds. He was a Sephardic Jewish rabbi in service of an Islamic ruler, Salah ad-Din Yusuf, or Saladin as he's known here in the West. Maimonides was Saladin's court physician in Egypt, and here's what he wrote about the pork taboo about 800 years ago. The principal reason why the law forbids swine's flesh is to be found in the circumstances that its habits and its foods are very dirty and loathsome. If it were allowed to eat...
But is that dirty? Like, I know it's in mud, but like, how dirty is mud? I thought like niggas take mud baths and shit, you know? Like, how dirty is mud? Like that. Like, I'm not trying to be a pig defender, you know. Like, I'm not trying to be a defender of swine and pork and shit. But like, for real though, like, cause it's like in the mud. Like, let me know though. But nah, don't they eat like trash and shit though? Like, don't pigs eat trash and shit, gang?
Swine's flesh, the streets and houses would be dirtier than any cesspool, as may be seen in the country of the Franks. Maimonides there is literally talking shit about the Crusaders. Indeed, pigs are more conspicuously gross than most farm animals. They eat anything. They eat trash, they eat roadkill, they even eat human excrement. And they wallow around.
I mean, my damn dog eat human shit, man. Man, I done seen my dog eat his own shit multiple times. Seen it with my bare eyes. Well, no, I don't actually think I actually seen it, because if I seen it, I would have said, hey, man, stop doing that. Hey, man, cut that out, man. Hey, don't eat that, man. You just came out your ass, bro. He would, we got two little shih tzu, chihuahua mix. They about this big, they about 10 years old now. I want to say, yeah, they about 10 years old, because we got them when I turned 15. Yeah, we got them when I turned 15. 25 now. So, yeah, goddamn me. Bro, my guy, we got two dogs. Bro, the little one, Augie, bro. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, it ain't like they the same size, they the same age. But I think, if you ask me, I think that Augie is the big brother and Digit is the little brother. But Digit is the dominant brother. He the one that's gonna run around and bark at you. He the one that's gonna he the fighter, but he can't really fight. He a shih tzu. He like this damn big. He like big. He about as big as one of my cats. Like this one, this nigga right here, bruh, about the same size as one of my damn cats. Right, little ass dog. But that nigga think he like when he stand out, he poke his chest out. You can tell it. Like he confident, you know. And my other dog, Augie, that boy, he cool. He the little sweetheart, you know. He the lover, not a fighter, right? And Augie, he'll lick your face. He'll lick. Augie will lick you until you tell him to stop. Like you have to like say, hey, back up, dog. Like you gotta move away from the dog. But if you sit there and let him, if you put your face just right there, he gonna lick you. Well, he don't do it now cause he old, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's cause I ain't around no more. Like I don't live in my mama's house. But back when I used to live in my mama's house, boy, you put your face in that dog face and lick. He will lick you for like 10 minutes. I swear. And bruh, yeah. Anyway, the reason why you don't want to do that, let him lick you in your face for 10 minutes or even like 1 minute or even a second, is cause Augie, if Digit shit in the house, cause if you got dogs, you know they shit in the house. Augie will go eat that shit up if we don't find it in time. Augie will go eat that shit, bro. Augie, I'll be like, Augie, what you got going on, gang? What you got going on? Augie will eat that shit, bro. I don't really want to expose my nigga Augie like that, so I ain't gonna show his face or know another identity. Like, I ain't gonna go first name, last name. I'm just gonna go first name. My nigga Augie be eating doodoo. And I don't think he do it no more. I think his stomach can't take that shit no more. He older now. He ain't got no metabolism. You know, he ain't moving like he used to. Like, it's hard to jump on the bed for them niggas now. Both they ass old. Both of them. Oh, that niggas 10 years old. I love them niggas. But yeah, I'll be eating the shit. I see them lick me in my face sometimes, though, but
in mud, potentially even their own excrement. Is this appetizing to you? Probably not. But here's the big question. Humans are universally revolted by filth. They are not universally revolted by pigs. And why not? Well, one explanation may be that pigs do not universally love...
Man, that thing got mold on it, gang. No, it look like mold on that mud, bro.
filth. Pigs only resort to filth when we humans leave them no other option. This right here is the theory that Martin Harris finds most persuasive.
They look nasty, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Middle East used
but
to
all
have
animals
a lot
look
more
nasty.
trees. And when wild or domesticated pigs hang around in forests, they're not nearly as gross. They root around at the base of trees for seeds and nuts and truffles and things that you and I would be happy to eat. and they don't need to wallow in the mud because they have shade. Contrary to what the expression sweating like a pig would lead you to believe, pigs have no sweat glands, and they have small
They
lungs,
look like they
so
don't sweat.
panting is not a great way for them to shed excess heat. In hot, sunny climates like here in the American South, basically the only way for pigs to get cool is to cover themselves in mud. Given the option, they'll wallow in clean mud, but if they have to, they will wallow in their own excrement. The theory goes that over the course of the Iron Age, population growth in the Middle East resulted in deforestation, desertification. Pigs started to have to wallow to stay. Then came urbanization. Thousands and thousands of humans living on top of each other and filling their streets and their city dumps with food scraps and people, all of which attracted pigs who were more than happy to make use of those discarded calories. As people in the Middle East increasingly came to see pigs in this new, unflattering context, they started to view pork as inherently unclean. And what's worse, pigs in this context compete with humans for food. Because remember, pigs can't eat grass. They like the same kinds of foods we eat, like, grains. In, say, ancient Rome, the environment was simply less arid and more rich with food. Pigs and humans didn't compete. Instead, urban pigs cleaned the streets of waste and converted it into delicious protein. That same natural synergy helped make pork the favorite meat of rapidly urbanizing China to this day. Harris argues that in the comparatively arid Middle East, pigs became both gross and uneconomical. A double whammy. The religious prohibitions followed. Pretty persuasive argument, right? But there are counter-arguments. Goats also eat absolutely anything, including poop. Jews and Muslims have no religious opposition at all to eating goat, nor do they have any problem eating chicken, despite chicken coops being almost as gross as pigsties, and despite chickens not being able to live on grass either. Those chickens are eating grain that I could be eating instead, directly. They're competing.
Chickens don't live on grass? Bro, the more you know, I would never know that. So when you get a chicken, you can't put it on grass, bro. Chickens don't like grass, bro. I just told y'all something. And when you learn that fact, remember, you got it on this YouTube channel, so you better like and subscribe. And you like and subscribe his shit too. Gang, you like and subscribe, nigga, pork nigga, my nigga Adam, ooh. Okay. My nigga Adam, go like to my nigga Adam, man. I ain't gonna even try to butcher your shit, bro. I'm not gonna even try. Let me get out of here. I was up. Oh, get up out of here. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Y'all need to see none of that. Y'all need to see none of that.
Eating with me, but maybe a little bit less than pigs would. Some more recent scholarship indicates that chickens may have simply supplanted pork in the Middle Eastern diet because they do what pigs do, only better. This is a 2015 paper from the archaeologist Richard Redding at the University of Michigan. He argues that chickens can live in cramped urban spaces, just like pigs. They convert food scraps into protein, just like pigs, but they do it more efficiently. They make eggs in addition to meat. Pigs don't do that. And chickens are smaller, which means you can just kill one, cook it, and eat the whole thing immediately. That's a big bonus in a hot climate where meat goes bad really fast once you've slaughtered the animal. Redding argues that chickens were just better suited to the Middle East than pigs were. They simply got there later, and when they did, they supplanted pigs. But if that were true, why would you need a religious prohibition against pigs? Wouldn't people just naturally do the thing that worked better? Well, one thing more recent archaeology shows is that pig eating never really stopped in the Middle East. And it wasn't just limited to
this good, dog.
Philistines. Ancient Jews and very...
Hold up. Nigga, crunching up some bacon, nigga. I smell bacon. Where we gonna call the guards on your ass?
Various parts of the region ate pig, which makes sense, right?
Because imagine, like, now pig illegal, and you smell some bacon from your neighbor. I might snitch. Nigga, I'm not snitching. Nigga, give me all your bacon or I'm snitching. Nigga, I want half, I want some, I want all, nigga, when I'm snitching. But then your neighbor might do you dirty and be like, that nigga cooked the swine. I don't do it. Look like I eat swine. I'm telling. You know, cut you in there, come in there, yo, wine handed, bro. Mouth full of bacon, bacon all over your teeth. Man, I love bacon.
Right? Nobody makes laws against things that nobody is doing. What's clear is that once the pork taboo took hold, it became a way for people to distinguish themselves from other people. Indeed, this is another pretty recent paper I've been showing you where archaeologists found Israelites from the northern kingdom were probably still eating pork when they migrated into the southern kingdom around the turn of the 7th century BCE. The law we see in the Torah might have been a mechanism of assimilating these northern Jews into the southern culture that eschewed pork. In time, the pork taboo became a way for the Israelites to distinguish themselves from the Romans. And then it became a way for the Muslims who inherited the Abrahamic tradition to distinguish themselves from, say, those dirty crusading Franks with their filthy streets. It's easy to imagine why the pork taboo spread and why it persists to the point where my pork recipes here in this global platform get noticeably fewer views than my other meat recipes. But where the pork taboo first came from, nobody knows for sure. What I do know for sure is that people of all religions and dietary codes can make a beautiful and functional website with Squarespace.
Okay. You got me. That was really good. That was really good. That was really good. I with that. I think I might look at dude nigga channel and see what's the word.
Hello, I'm Adam Ragusia.
Whoa. Okay. Hold up.
And the fifth most. Hello, I'm Adam Ragusia.
Ragusia, go subscribe to my nigga Adam Ragusia. Like, comment, subscribe to me too, but I like, comment, subscribe to Adam Ragusia first. Boy, that shit look good. I think I might subscribe to dude and like really see what bro on, cause I'm trying to think that I might want to do like a little fun like, cause I don't be doing like, let me end this video. I don't be doing like actual recipes. That's all I'm saying. Like when I cook, so I might try to copy a nigga recipe, do like something a dish I ain't like something like this. I don't know. I don't even know what risotto is. You know.